is up, guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. So today we got my coworker here, Victor. Victor is actually from Ukraine and he is our painter. He does not speak English, but he just bought this nice Infiniti off the auction. This thing is really nice. It's got a super clean interior. It's a run and drive and it's just absolutely beautiful. There is some damage on the quarter panel over there, so if you come over here, we'll check it out. As you can see, it took a little bit of a whack. Victor does not want to replace it, so we are going to attempt to repair this quarter panel. I definitely think it's possible if we pull everything out, and with my maxi dent puller, especially since Victor can actually bondo really good. So I think we're gonna attempt to repair this first. This thing is super nice. The delivery driver actually just dropped it off here earlier today, and he left because he came super early because he had picked it up last night. So fortunately we didn't get to talk to him or anything, but he left the key on the tire. So we will start it in a second, but I want to show you guys this interior. Check this out. Look how beautiful that interior is. I mean, this thing right here, Grandma only drove it to church on Sunday. If you look on the inside here, these seats look brand new. This thing's got 34,000 miles on it, so this thing should last him a good time. And if you come over here, you look at the engine bay, this engine is super clean. This car right here is run and drive, meaning that you just start it and go and you can drive it. So that's really nice that we don't have to worry about anything up front. So saveable. We're gonna attempt to start it. Hopefully the battery is still good and we can hear this thing. That's what's up. Fingers crossed. What in the world? I don't know if it's just been sitting for a long time, but I know it's never there. This time. Hey, look, right there. You might. There's blown engines everywhere. No, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Man. It does sound like there might be like a rattle or something. You know what? We probably should have done this before. Don't take our advice, but. Wow. We probably. Słuchaj, bone dry. That's not a good sign. A що ти бачив тут? Oh man, this thing is spitting out oil. What in the world? All right, so I don't know what's going on here, guys. We are about to lift this thing up because we're seeing oil on the ground. It's bone dry. It looks like the motor is knocking. I'm really hoping that it's just maybe a cracked oil pan, and you know, we can just replace the oil pan, put some oil in it, and hopefully it'll go away because it's not knocking really loud and it seems to run and drive. So I don't think there's honestly anything serious. It does look like there is a little bit of undercarriage. If you come over here, there is some damage right here to the bumper, and it also popped the bumper out. So maybe it just went up underneath and hit the oil pan and no one put oil in it. Honestly, it doesn't sound terrible, because if it was something terrible, the engine wouldn't run, although I am worried about that smoke. So let's go ahead and get this thing lifted up and we're gonna take a look. Okay, Andrea, all right, we're gonna get this thing up in the air, get a jack stand under it. As you can see, looks like undercarriage, which is weird because this thing did not have undercarriage on the listing. All right, we're about to check this thing out and see what's going on with it. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, I think this oil pan just has a little little crack in it. Because it looks like it's, wait, no. What in the world? It's, oh my goodness. Guys, we got a major issue here, guys. This thing, I don't know if you can see that, but this thing has a huge hole in it. What in the world? Mind you, this car right here was listed on Copart as run and drive. Is there another one? Oh yeah, there's one on this side in the oil pan. Man, it looks like the rod just slung a rod or something. I wonder if you can actually see inside the hole. Oh yeah, look right there. You can see the rod's not even on the crank. That shiny spot right there, that is where the rod and the crank meet. And that's where the rod bearing goes. Yeah, this thing, guys, this thing is toast. There's no fixing this engine. It slung a rod through the side of the block. Honestly, I don't even know how you would go about fixing that. Golly. That is very unfortunate, guys. As you can see, this thing looked like a really good buy. That's why you have to really be careful with these auction cars, because, you know, it's listed as run and drive. The engine looks super clean. The car doesn't look molested at all. As you can see, all the paint is really nice, and the interior is really well taken care of. Smells like weed in here, really bad, but that don't mean nothing. We don't judge. Although I'm willing to bet this car was really poorly maintained and the oil was never changed. And I'm betting with that undercarriage damage, there is probably a hairline crack in that oil pan somewhere, and this thing was just slowly losing oil, and over time it looks like it finally lost too much oil. And because there's damage all along this whole side right here that's consistent with it. If you look on the exhaust over there, there's crushed up. That frame rail is all crushed up. The undercarriage shield is all crushed up. It looks like they ran something over and crushed everything and somehow cracked this pan somewhere and just ran it without oil. And then eventually that rod bearing just got real tired and decided to self-destruct. Really unfortunate, considering Victor invested $9 grand into this car. We were hoping to have it fixed for about 11 and he'd have a really nice car. That's really sad. I already see over there, if you look, it looks like someone removed something and just left the bolt in there. So really weird. A lot of weird stuff going on with this car. Honestly, I don't even know if this thing is worth keeping. I know we can find a parts car and possibly buy it for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, maybe even sell parts off of it, but the way it's looking, honestly, this is just the dangers of buying from Copart. You got to be real careful, because this is what you get sometimes. You get this doozy. I mean, it's a really nice car. No key. All right, well, this thing obviously can't stay here. We're gonna attempt to put it over there in the graveyard. So Andre's gonna go get the key from Victor, and we're gonna attempt to drive this thing. I mean, it seems to run, so maybe we can drive it over there before this engine fully locks up. It drives. Dang, that's crazy. That's pretty impressive though. Sure, come out and see. That's an Infiniti for you. It'll still run with the hole in the motor. That's crazy. This thing's gonna sit here till it dies. I mean, it's already dead, but it's gonna sit here. I'm just kidding. I think we're probably gonna fix it. We're gonna try and find a parts car. We left it right here. That way, once it's time to work on it, we'll just open this door, drive it in right here, and we'll park it right there and start pulling this engine out. That all depends on Victor and how he feels about it. I'm definitely up to help him out with this. It's a very unfortunate situation. I was gonna help him fix it, you know, do all the body work for him, get all this metal work done, and of course I'm still open to do that. I hate to see that this happened to him, but honestly, that's just the risk of buying Copart. Sometimes you get cars, like for example, my Sentra that I bought, I ended up having to paint the entire car and I didn't even plan on that. So that's just the thing with these cars. If you don't pay for a pre-purchase inspection, which sometimes you can't, a lot of times you can pay someone else, they can go out there, but that's really just the best bet when buying a Copart vehicle, because unfortunately now Copart's not going to do anything for us because the driver already took it off of the lot. And if you try and say something to them, they're going to be like, sorry, you took it off the lot. You should have complained about it here at the lot. It's kind of stupid considering how they listed this car as run and drive, which I guess it does run and drive, but come on. You should put secondary damage mechanical. I mean, it's very obvious that this car had serious issues, and I wouldn't even consider that run and drive. I'd consider that run and limp, you know? So very unfortunate that Copart did that, but you know, that's just the name of the game with these salvage cars. And if you're going to be buying one offline, I definitely recommend going and getting you a pre-purchase inspection. There is plenty of people who go and do it, and Victor could have paid $80 and saved thousands. So that's just a lesson to be learned. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Andre's not strong enough. He's saying to put a basketball in there and pump it up. I think we'll try that. If you guys want to see how we do this, be sure to stay tuned and subscribe and check it out. How many Ukrainians does it take to fix a salvage car? Well, I can tell you, 1, 2, 3. He said Copart's screwing Ukrainians. I think Ukrainians are screwing themselves by buying these without pre-purchase inspections. All right, guys, I think I just solved this. So, as you can see, they had all this stuff taken off. They knew the engine was bad. This is starting to look more like an insurance scam. As you can see, they probably blew up the motor, and after realizing they blew up the motor, they either wrecked it into something or just beat it with a hammer or even just kicked it. As you can see, if you're strong enough, you could honestly just smash that in with your foot, smash this in, because the damage looks weird, you know. It doesn't look consistent. You see, there's different contact points. If it was hit from here, maybe, I don't know, but or they just got another car and just wrecked it into it or something. I feel like this is definitely an insurance scam, because just everything just does not add up, and someone got away good and they got paid off with this car. So super unfortunate, but you know what, you get what you get. That's just what it is. Victor, we gonna fix it? I don't know if he just doesn't understand or he's just really sad. Будем робити чи ні?
Да?
Oh, never mind. He wants to fix it. So stay tuned, guys. We are going to find a parts car. I think that's the best bet. That way he can sell the turbos off of this one, sell a bunch of stuff, and then on the parts car we'll sell the transmission and everything he doesn't need. Hopefully we can find one with a complete front end. That way he can sell all the parts off of it and possibly even take the bumper, because as you guys saw, this bumper does have damage on it. So if we could find a really good deal on a parts car, I think the day can still be saved, and we'll swap everything over. Possibly even the quarter. I was trying to convince him if we can find one with the quarter, we'll swap the quarter out on it too. If not, we'll just fix this one. So if you want to see that, be sure to stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you don't miss out. Follow us on Instagram if you want. We post a lot of this stuff before videos, so if you want a sneak peek, be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the love and support, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.